Welcome to the first video of 2020. In this video, I'm going to show you how I went from this to this. Oh yeah. Alright guys, welcome back. So I've been looking at this casting for a while now, and this is one of those castings that Hot Wheels, it looks good, but here's the thing, the car is too skinny. So you see this lump right here, and look at this lump in the back. Why do they do that? I've seen Matchbox doing the same thing, and I guess they're going for the rake, but they should do one flat. For example, look at the Ford Torino Talladega. You see how wider it is? It's not much, but it is wider. And look at the bottom. You see how everything is nice and flat? Everything is tucked in. That gives it that nice stance. Beautiful. So with that said, to be able to achieve the slam look on this Nova, we have to eliminate all this part here and everything back here. We also have to cut down the posts, because the posts are way too big. I already drilled this. So what you need to do is take the wheels off, trace the outer shape of the base here, and what you need to do is get a template of just the inside. Just the inside. Let me see if I have the template around. All right, check it out. This is just to give you an idea. See? Now you need styrene sheets. I bought a multi-pack with different sizes, so they're not marked, so I don't know what size. I just used the thickest one, and you're gonna cut out this exact same shape. You're gonna put it here. This is where you sand down the corners and everything, and you dab a small amount of glue here. I use Gorilla Gel glue, and here in the back, right? I use accelerator so everything dries up quickly. Once that's ready, I could come back and using my Dremel, I could start cutting from the front here, right here, cut down, and then I'll come from the side, and that's what that's gonna give me. I'll show you right now. It's gonna be the piece of styrene glued with the front grille and the back tail lights. And from there, I wasn't, the car was still high off the ground, because you can see that this car comes with these rocker panels here, and they show off. So what I did was, here it is, I cut the center where the lumps is to eliminate that part right there. You could try to sand it down, but I don't think it's going to work. In previous videos, I've mentioned that if you're really into making customs, you gotta get tools. And when you're working with styrene, sometimes styrene doesn't bend the way you want. That's the reason for this washer here. If I were to put that screw in without the washer, it will bend this and it will separate here on the top. Having the washer there presses down without that bend. So here it is. Let's do a comparison here. See how much I had to cut from the post. And here in the front, for clearance, I had to grind down and make space. I have video on all of this, how to slam the car, so I can't make a video showing every little step. That'll take for like 3 years. Well, actually, I've been on YouTube for like 5. So I got videos on all that. So this is the modification I had to do on the casting. Then on the interior, that's the modified one. That's the original. You can see I cut the front, but not only that, I also had to modify the bottom part. See how much I had to cut? Because these things are huge. Look at that. So again, you could do this with a drill saw. I use my Dremel with a cut-off wheel, and then I use the drum, the drum, to clean off here for clearance. And as you can see, the axles are not glued down yet, and that's because I still got to paint this. So it's a lot easier to paint if you can remove the wheels. Now, when I designed this, you can see that here in the front, I added another piece of styrene. That's because I made the groove for the axle tube. And in the back, I went with the additional piece on the other side. I think I could have done both sides, right? Putting the extra piece here in the inside, and that would have been a lot easier, because to glue this axle down, it's not simple because it's on the inside. But you know, it could be done. And then this piece here, you can see it's glued down. Now the next step will be cover your axle tubes, and then fill all this area here with a 2-part epoxy. Sand it down so everything looks smooth. You can smooth this down so it doesn't have any letters. Everything's gonna look like one piece, but that's gonna take a lot of work for me, because this is something for me to show up. You know, it's a lot easier just to leave it like this. And if in the future I want to put in new wheels, I could do it. The wheels don't fall off because they're tucked in. If you're not careful, the axle might slide out, but it is what it is. it is what it is. So let me put it back together. I didn't have to do anything to the windshield. Here is the interior piece. So the Torino and the Silverado are pretty much the best car from Hot Wheels with the best stands, in my opinion. If you think of other, let me know in the comments. But to me, they are the winners. And I think this Nova would have looked a lot better. Slam to the floor, and if it would have been just a tiny hair thicker or wider, just like the Datsun 510. A lot of people don't realize that Hot Wheels are not really up to the scale. So one of the things that make the Datsun look so nice is that it's white. Because if they did it like up to scale like M2 did, the car looks tiny. So this is gonna be the first custom for 2020. Hope you guys liked it. I'm just gonna keep recording until I put everything back together. Here in the back, you gotta make sure that the washer falls. Here's the thing. See what I mean? The axle falls down. But I'm not gonna glue them down, because after I did this, I noticed that I grabbed tires that say Advan, and I don't think Advan goes that good with an American car. I have others that I bought. Thought it would look better. There it is. Nice and beautiful. Thank you for watching. Peace out.